I hope this finds you at exactly the right time. I feel as if the universe is so synchronistic and it allows us to get the information or the messages right when we need to hear whatever it is we need to hear. And so today I thought I would share about beauty. It's such a Venus word, beauty. Beauty is such a interesting word. And I kept on thinking about here, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I thought, well, what does that mean? I don't even know what it means, but I know this. When will we know we're enough? When will we know we're valuable? It's interesting because it's already Taurus words, right? Or Venus words, right? But how about if don't know astrology and it's not even about astrology, that it's all connected to a whole, that you are beautiful, that you are handsome, that you are enough. And when are we going to know that? What are we waiting for? What are we saying? Well, if that will happen, then I will be more beautiful or I will feel more beautiful. And what if it is in the eye of the beholder? And beauty comes when we know we're beautiful. It's the opinion of ourselves. And maybe if we don't think we're beautiful, how is the outside world going to know we're beautiful? And we are beautiful just the way we are. We're always thinking, if only I lost 5 pounds, or if only I started to exercise, or if only I stopped eating sugar, or if I got this fixed or that fixed. But how about if in this exact moment, wherever you are, you're enough? That you're beautiful and you're wonderful and you're magnificent. How about if you knew that in your soul? How about if you woke up every morning and decided to like who you were in this moment? How would your life look different just by appreciating it? It's so interesting. We could look to nature, right? As in, it's so interesting, right? So go back to Venus and how profound it all is. And it's ruled by Taurus and it's also ruled by Libra. And it's our relationships, it's our relationship with ourselves, but it's also our relationship with Mother Earth and nature. And you don't look at a flower and wish the flower to be different. And maybe if the eye of the beholder is if it looks at the flower and it doesn't think the flower is beautiful, maybe it has something to do with the beholder of the flower. Maybe we're looking outside of ourselves, right? That Libra energy to know our own worth and our own value when all along it was always within us. It was always in our heart, in our mind, in our knowing that we're enough. So here's my question for you. When are you going to know when you're enough? Is there something reaching over there, reaching out there that you think you'll be fulfilled? And I'll say to you, take a breath. How about if I knew that this body right now is such a wonderful body? It's a wonderful gift that you're loved. And I could appreciate my hands and all the things it can do for me. And I could appreciate my nose because it could smell and it could appreciate things. I appreciate my eyes because I could see. I appreciate my heart because it loves and it hurts and it feels. I appreciate my belly because food tastes really delicious and yummy. I appreciate my feet because it takes me places. We're so blessed and we have so much and we have so much to offer other people too. We're all such beautiful divine souls. And so I'll say to you, when are we going to know it? When are we going to choose to like who we are just the way we are and not need something outside of ourselves? Not need to do our hair, not need to get a haircut. If someone gives you a compliment, just say thank you. Okay, I'm guilty. Not so good at that. I'm not good at that. It's not easy for me to receive a compliment. How about you? I know maybe you want to be complimented, but are you even able to receive a compliment? Well, I'm going to give you a compliment. You're beautiful, just the way you are, and you're enough. And maybe people outside of us think that, maybe they don't, but is it really any of our business? When's it going to know that we know it, that you know it, that I know it? When are we going to decide to step into our own power and like who we are, even though, what is beauty? It's kind of what we define it to be. And I'll say to you, is what you define it to be in your head or in my head. And we'll say to you, so it's our choice. But you are beautiful because you're God's child, you're a divine soul, you're a divine source of energy. This is the body and the what we look like and who we are. And why are we going to hide that from anybody or even from ourselves? Why are we going to cover ourselves and be ashamed of the beautiful body we have? When are we going to like open our heart and look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful and I am enough? And I will say to you, it works. So here's a challenge for you every day, look in the mirror, look in that mirror and say, hey, you're kind of beautiful. You're kind of handsome. You are enough. And let me please pray that I can have some ability to come from that place today. Let me practice knowing I'm worthy. Let me practice feeling good about who I am. Let me practice putting on clothes that I feel good in. You don't have to be great at it, but we can't keep on saying, well, when this happens or when that happens, then I'll feel different. Because this is what's going to happen. We're going to get there. And you know what? There'll be a new goal that we want to set. And we won't feel so much different if we don't work on ourselves right in this moment. So who are you? I'll say to you, maybe you're not who you think you are. Maybe you're so much more amazing, so much more beautiful, and so much more magnificent. And I'm so sorry. I don't know why it has to be such a hard climb to know this about ourselves, or I don't know why it has to be so much effort to put into it. But it is interesting to think about taking action and standing in our own being and liking who we are just in this moment, and then in the next, and in the next. And you want to know how peace is created? That is how we find peace, because we don't need it outside of ourselves. We don't keep on looking outside of ourselves for that acknowledgement back. We find it within our own soul. It's always what we've been looking for all along. Imagine how, if that soul knows how beautiful it is and how wonderful it is, and how when we look in the mirror or when we are cruel to ourselves or mean to ourselves or telling us things that aren't kind, it would hurt so much. Maybe that's partly why we hurt so much as human beings. And so you are a rose. You are a tulip. You are a daffodil. You are a beautiful flower waiting to open and to blossom. And we're all becoming. And even when we become, we're always going to be becoming more. But how can we like who we are in this moment? Because that's our choice. In this moment right now, you are worthy. And not because you do anything, and not because you get an award, and not because you created anything, just because you are. And from a place of wholeness and substance of knowing that I'm okay or well, then I can create, I can divinely inspire myself and others. And it's not having to be so perfect. It is already. That's the thing. People get so annoyed at me because I use the word perfect, but it is kind of perfect because what are we going to do about it? We can't change it. We have to trust it. We have to trust ourselves. We have to like ourselves. And it's time. Because if not now, then when? When are you going to keep on waiting? We're here with these hands, with the smile, with those eyes, with that little nose, or big nose, or whatever you want to think. It doesn't matter. It's perfect. It's divine. It's the nose you got. And isn't that enough? And if somebody doesn't like your nose, that's their problem. But why can't we like our nose? Like, who's defining what a beautiful nose is? I always think of Barbara Streisand, and I think somehow she was supposed to maybe get a nose job. And thank God she didn't, because would it have changed her sound? Not, if you got a nose job, that's fine too. Whatever you did, it's all good. But imagine if Barbara Streisand had not had that voice. I mean, amazing, right? I mean, And it's a beautiful nose. It's regal and amazing. And if you got a nose job, that's fine too. And if you get a breast job, it's fine. If you get a facelift, it's fine. Whatever you do, let yourself be. Whatever you do, have very little judgment of yourself and trust somehow that it's all perfect and all wonderful. But if not now, then when? Because this is what we have is this moment in time. And I'll tell you this, we are ready to learn to love ourselves. And maybe it's our biggest, greatest job ever. So what are you going to do with your Venus today? I'll say love it. Love who you are. See the creative genius in you. See the divine, inspiring person you are. See the beauty in yourself that makes you who you are. You're each individual, beautiful beings. The profoundness of this image that you created for who you are meant to be. Right now, I'm enough. You're enough. Please practice it. How about if I know I'm enough? Use it. It's a great mantra. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough in this moment. I'm enough in this moment. I'm not enough then. I'm not, it doesn't matter what I felt 2 minutes ago. It's right now. So thank you. Thank you for practicing to choose to love yourself. Thank you for having patience with yourself. And thank you for finding one thing about yourself that you really appreciate, because what you appreciate appreciates. You are able. You are capable. You got this. I thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe, because I'll say it would be nice to have you watch these videos that I make, and I would appreciate that. And I would appreciate this feeling of love to be sent out into the world, because I really want you to love yourself. I want to love myself. It's really important to me in this lifetime. I really want to get to a place where I could find peace with who I am. And so I want the same thing for you. Moment to moment to moment. Have patience, my dear one. It's a journey. It's not a race. But I will say to you, choose today. Just choose. Choose to find one thing. One thing. And if it's not within you, then find something outside of yourself that you appreciate and pay attention to it. Love it. Look at it. Tell it how beautiful it is. A flower, a plant, even our plants, they hear us. And so think about that. If plants hear us, right? Or if water hears us, and it's like that experiment where they talk meanly to the water, and then the water, it got cookie. Imagine what it feels like in our body that's all made of water. I thank you. I thank you for liking yourself today. I thank you for practicing liking yourself. And I thank you so much for watching this video. And I love you. And I hope you have the most blessed, beautiful day. And just remember, it's all a practice. And you got this. You really, really got this. Bye for now.